99.9 Minneapolis St Paul.
All right. Listen to Paulie's Spin. You know, I was the greatest singer of the world, Freddie Mercury, the great pretender. I'd found Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning.
Well, how are you?
Oh, good. I was dropping the son off, and I apparently missed your call.
Oh, that's okay, man. But don't forget that, there's a lot of great things that are happening in your world. So tell us a little bit about what's the action in the National Car Show circuit?
Well, looks like Carlisle, Pennsylvania. They have their Spring Carlisle Car Show going on this weekend. And we got the Atomic Blast going on, and that's way down Gulfport, Mississippi. And we got the Southeast Mini Trucking Nationals, and that's going on this weekend also in Aggie Valley, North Carolina. So kind of all over. There's a car show or swap meet in Wisconsin also on April 24th, 23rd through the 25th. So that's in Wisconsin. But all that information is on carshownationals.com. On the front page, I have a lot of the stuff coming up for the weekend on the front page.
Well, the great thing about, the carshownationals.com, I mean, you come up with a lot of the shows that occur, on a national basis, and the ongoing stuff. You keep us up to date, it's current and it's trending. Why don't we step forward? Have you heard of any of the bigger shows that perhaps are canceling?
Well, some had already moved, later in the season. Or canceled altogether, but like the Grand National Roadster Show. But, I think everyone else is still a go. A lot of we hope the Back to the 50s, they haven't canceled yet. So even in our hometown, that's still, as of now, going. So let's hope it keeps going that way.
Absolutely. So I'm looking at your Facebook page, carshownationals.com, and I'm seeing your co-host up here. What's up with this? It's a 2021 Good Guys thing. Yeah. Jeff Bistad, he does a lot of traveling for the guys. He works for Good Guys, and he's kind of one of the commentators for them. And so he travels around. He was there last weekend. Covering the autocross, the part he covers. So it's something he loves doing, and he goes on tour at the Hot Rod Power Tour also. So let's back if we could. Back in the day, I mean, I'm talking about maybe 6 months that you had this huge Zoom call, where everybody that you knew in the industry actually called in, and I mean, it was unique because you had some name recognition celebrities that showed up on this podcast that you had. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it went 5 hours. I told Jeff, it'd be a couple hours, but then he missed the memo saying we're up to 5. So in the middle of the podcast, he's like, "Well, I'm out here." I said, "Well, that's fine." We just kept going. So we had, so many people, over 40 people on television were on. And we had some other people that were going to maybe show up, and some people couldn't log in, and it was just kind of crazy, But I tried to take it on, and it was, a lot of work. But 5 hours straight.
Yeah, but you're a pioneer of it, I mean, to bring in close to 230, 250 people?
Yeah, well, it was about 40 celebrities in the car world.
And everyone wanted to talk.
Yeah, we had a fun time doing it, learn a little bit about each other and stuff like that you wouldn't know, from the TV show. So they talk sometimes more about personal stuff, like what they're doing and stuff like that. It's just pretty interesting getting to know these guys.
Yeah, and the beauty about it is that a lot of people tuned into it, and they not only learned about new things, but they took a closer look at, what happened in the past that we might be able to apply now. Talking about now, all right, let's talk about a trailer that you just posted up on CarShowNationals.com. What's that all about?
Are you talking the Fast 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be coming out probably this summer, I want to say. I don't know if they've set a date. I have to look at the trailer and see if it says a date, but yeah, it looks pretty crazy. It looks like it's action-packed as usual. Maybe a few cars mixed in. They're getting away from cars, unfortunately. We want cars, but there is some cars in there that they show, so it'll be interesting to see. And
I'm looking at the post right now, and you've got muscle cars in there, you've got imports. I mean, just a wide range of vehicles. And as I'm looking at this, it's slated for a June 25th release date. That's what I see here. Now, that could be, that could be step back a little bit. However, let's go forward if we could. Let's talk about the Twin Cities Auto Show. I mean, it's right around the corner. What do you expect when you go there to tour the show?
Well, it's definitely going to be different. It's going to be at the State Fairgrounds, so that's something new. And obviously, it's not in March; they've moved it to May. But that should be interesting seeing all the cars outside, and they're going to have a monster truck there, obviously, and they're actually planning on crushing some cars too. So with the monster truck, so that'll be different. That's something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, they're all seeking for, something new, something that's going to be flavorful for, all of the participants that come into the show. Now, the great thing about this is it's going to be outdoors. I mean, it's weather permitting. You're taking a closer look at, some of the cars that's going to be showing up. What happens if it's going to, what if it rains?
Well, you always have that risk, but that's, with an outdoor show. But, it is May 15th through the 23rd. So we'll see. I guess it's the first time they've ever done anything like this, obviously. So hopefully weather will cooperate, but you never know, right?
Yeah, let's fast forward then. Let's go to the Street Machine Nationals. What do you know about it?
I haven't got any updates yet. As soon as I know, I'll post them. But, they keep updating Illinois, but they haven't said anything about Twin Cities, at least much yet. So they'll send me information once they get things, locked down. But as of right now, I haven't had any updates yet. I don't know if Brian has or not, but either him or I hear from them hopefully once in a while. So we'll see if they say anything.
For all our listeners that are tuned in right now, we're speaking with Mike Lanier from CarShowNationals.com. And the great thing about Mike, he's well tuned into the industry throughout the nation. And he brings you a lot of the shows that are happening on a national basis. However, I want to turn the page a little bit. I see a black and white photo here. It says Motorhead Cruisin', and it's black and white. It looks like it's for kids. Tell us a little bit about what I'm looking at.
That's my buddy Jim Weikerding. He's an artist out of Pennsylvania, and he's the guy who does all the child safety drawings, cartoons. It's all about child safety. A lot of them are coloring posters that you can print out and give to your kids. And it just teaches kids to buckle up and do other things, like not sit in a hot car, all sorts of stuff like that. And yeah, he's being featured a lot in Motorhead magazine. He's a contributor, writer for them also. So that's how his stuff gets in there a lot. But yeah, he's got a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. We got another 30 seconds for you at this point. Now, you tell our listeners where they can go to find your page and any information about Car Show Nationals.
Yeah, you can go to CarShowNationals.com. I'm also on Facebook, Car Show Nationals. You should be able to look it up by that. And if you need to email a flyer, I put them on for free. It's CarShowNationals.com at yahoo.com.
Michael, thanks for being on today, and we'll have you on not next week, but the following week, huh?
Yeah, it sounds great.
All right. Good.